an asshole, man. That dude's an asshole and he knows it.
From the mean streets of Brooklyn to the rough neighborhoods in Boise, Idaho, we now present the Goonberg Report. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Mayor Goonberg, and it's the Goonberg Report. Thank you for joining me in another fun-filled episode as we talk about society problems, society fixes, and maybe, you'll learn a thing or two. Or maybe I'll learn a thing or two. I want to talk about a big problem among the community. It's been a quote-unquote a big deal, supposedly. But I want to talk about something that I don't know if I'm going to put a lot of pictures up because I just want to talk about it. And it's dealing with black women and this hashtag divest BS I've been hearing the last 3 years, I want to say. Maybe more. Okay. Now, let me go in. On this hashtag divest, a lot of black women aren't happy and they feel they can do the switch to the white community, go for white men. Now, I'm all fine with that. Matter of fact, I don't know why you guys are talking about it. I don't know why you just don't leave. Like, a lot of these chicks want to have a parade, do this, do that. But here's the problem a lot of these chicks are finding out. First of all, of course you're going to have your occasional fat one that'll go over. But the black women in our community are 63% obese and 82% fat. So if you're going to that community, more than likely, you're going to have to look halfway decent. Yeah, the fat ones go, but not too many of us aren't worried about the fat ones. You can have, I work with, and see, here's what other people understand. I have a lot of white friends. They see what I go through, and they shake their head. I'll tell you, at my old job, I can say this because the jobs, I got transferred. And because the place shut down, so I got transferred. Okay. At my old job, guess who were the biggest problem? Old black women. They always wanted to argue with the supervisor. They always wanted to bang with what he said. And heaven forbid he put myself or the other brother, who was computer tech, setup tech, operator, mechanic. Heaven forbid he put us in charge of certain stuff or had to train them. Or else they wouldn't do anything we said because can't no man tell me what to do. Even though this is on your job and we have to work together. That's why I hated a part of my job. They were the first ones to throw you under the bus. And then they would get mad because I wouldn't deal with any of them. Now, if you're going to throw me under the bus in this situation, what are you going to do with me outside? You know what I'm saying? Any little ticky-tack thing? Now, back to this divest. These chicks, they've been talking hashtag divest for 3, 5, maybe a decade. I don't know. At least 5 years. Now, if you want to do that, go ahead. Hashtag divest. Keep it moving. But why do you feel the need to have a parade with it? They always want to act like, well, I'm going to go leave and join the white community. I'm like, you think you're going to have it that easy? Number one, the black community is a matriarchy. Over there is a patriarchy. You think you're going to run your mouth? Let me put it to you this way. Would they see black women? Go on Facebook and look the usual images. Look, there are a lot of good-looking black women. But look at the generalization or the predominant characteristics they see. You guys twerking in Wal Mart, fighting, drunk, always half naked on Walmart and Facebook and Twitter. Now, if you're a model or something, that's your job, go for it. But a lot of you, that's not your job. You just we want the attention. A lot of you are single mothers. A lot of you, like I said, I gave you the weight thing. And a lot of these white guys aren't going to deal with it. They're not. They don't want that. Look, a lot of white guys, hey, they're like everybody else. They're like me. They're like other guys. I don't care if you're Asian, white, Latino. You're going to go for looks in the beginning. And a lot of black women aren't keeping up. Back in the day, see, I had a conversation with myself, my brother, my mother, and I don't know if my niece, and I think one of my nephews were there. My brother and I were talking to our mom about how hard it is for us to date. Now, my brother, you would think that he would have a fucking breeze. He's a doctor, not a he's a you know the people that you let. He's a psychotherapist doctor, one of them psychiatrists, whatever you call him. He's one of them doctors. Like, he got his degrees and PhDs and all that shit. You would think it would be easy for him to find a chick. But he's having problems. You want to know why? Because the majority guys, and I told him this, you got to go somewhere, you got to move from your surrounding area and venture outward to find, because there's chicks out there, don't get me wrong. Because I'm from where he's from. Well, I grew up there. We're originally, like I said, we're really from Brooklyn. We moved to Pittsburgh. In that area, the chicks kind of have it like they have it. Because a lot of guys are willing to settle. And I'll give you an example. There were guys hating on us for no reason other than to hate. I don't mind. I know who it was. Chicks would tell us. But they were hating on us not for the dimes. They were hating on us for the regular chicks. And I would hear this, I'm like, she's a regular chick. I was like, I didn't want her. I wanted the top notch. If my chicks I want are like the soft drinks and the sodas I drink. They have to be 7s and up. Anything less, I'm compromising. Look, if I do all the things I do to try to keep in shape, even at my old age, as some of the chicks say, I expect you to do the same thing. And this is what we talk about our mom about. So we're like, look, nah, it ain't like our parents are from the 70s. They're from before the feminism, like, you know, when the Black Power, you know, when that feminism split came in like the early 70s, maybe mid 70s, that split there. That's where my mom and dad are from. They're from that black unity, all that. So I saw that coming up because they still kept that. Like, if one was down, the other would pick you up. And that's how they rolled. And so when I try to tell my mom, it's not like that now. These chicks aren't built like that. I said, ever since the inception of LBJ's Great Society, I said, look at the social system. I said, Mom, look at me. I said, yeah, me and old girl had a kid. But instead of working it out, she got mad at me because I said we can co-parent. She went to the system. I said, she had no reason to go to the system. I said, because our mom and dad instilled in us. Like I'll add on to that. 3 of my brothers have their kids. Like, have their kids. Like, my one brother had his kid through going to court after situations went down, and he was like, fuck it. So he went and got his kid. That was my youngest brother. My second youngest brother got his kid. All 3 of them because they chose to go with him. And then now they're all doing their thing. And my brother after me, well, his wife died, God rest her soul, so he had his kids. And now he's married, so he still got all his kids. And mine, like I said, I dealt with my situation. Like I said, the youngest one is 20 years old. And I said, like I always said, if he has a problem with the way she and I worked out, he's more than welcome to talk to me. But if he wants to get in some attitudes and this and that, I'm not chasing him down for that. First of all, I know he's my son. I'm not chasing a grown man down over that. That's some emotional shit. He has to get over that. If he wants to hear my side, he can talk to me. But let me get back to this hashtag divest. Like, a lot of these chicks, like I was telling my mom, me and my brother saying the same thing. He's like, look, man. He goes, Mom. He goes, a lot of these chicks are built like linebackers. They have kids, and they are. You look at. I'm gonna give you some stats, and I don't know why these chicks think they got it like that. Because when they go to the white community, they ain't having this shit. Let me give you examples. Like 60% of black women that are single mothers that have more than one kid. Say you have two or more. Say they have 2 or more kids. They have more than one children's father, baby daddy, as you call it. You know how you do. That's what they have. This is a study that was done at the University of Michigan. It was 60%. If they have more than one, if they had two or more, they were likely to have one baby daddy or kid. If they had at least two, it was 60% of them had two. So you imagine there's lots of young black women even now have kids. My mom has 4 boys, one deceased, God rest his soul, and my parents are still married, and I'll be old enough in December. But so if we got a single mother rate that's 83% in the community, and 60% of the have kids to one or more. So here's what the thing is. That ain't gonna fly over there. And here's another thing that ain't gonna fly. They don't have to get in shape and keep up. Like my mom and them generation, they always used to say that. Probably not her, my mom, my aunts and them. They kept up appearances. Now, the aunts that are in my generation, they're like all the other chicks too. Some try to keep up appearance, but some enjoy the party life. But this is where they get hashtag divest. Again, if you think you're going to have it that nice, go. I mean, why are you making, my point is, I'm not making a big deal out of, like pregnancy, yes, I'm saying, I'm not, me and this one chick, she's from Russia, Chechen. We're not dating per se. I mean, we like hang out once. We're like that, you know, the beginning stages. But I just, like I said, well, I just can't want to marry something like doing me, basically. But I don't go online like these chicks do. And I'm not saying I'm divesting. I said, chicks trying, you know the games they play. Oh, you're single, so you can't find anyone. Well, that's one of them games they play to make you puff out your chest, and they want you to bag all your chicks online. I'm not going to do that, number one, because they will try to look you up. These motherfuckers may not have jobs and on welfare, but they got time to look your ass up, trust me. So hashtag divest. They want to get up here and say, well, I'll just leave. I'm like, go, I don't care. I'm good. A lot of chicks now don't understand. 45 to 52% of black men do not have kids, depending on what study you go. And then the ones that do have kids, a clear majority, this is all CDC information. If people would look this up, then it's like, what is it? It's like the clear majority that have kids are married. And then, if you want to take it even further, there's like it's like a 12 to 8, it's like, between 12 to 18% of all these chicks that got litters, a bunch of kids, to these dudes, they're the deadbeat pool. Because you're not going to have a successful dude with shit to lose. And I tell you young men this all the time. The ones that know me, I would tell you this. I tell them, if you see a chick with a kid, depending on the situation, one kid, cool. If she got more than one, outside of her being married, and she was divorced, widowed, and see why she was divorced, because if she was messing around on a dude, you don't want to be with that. But if she's divorced or widowed, it's okay. She's a traditional chick, so she knows the traditional role. I'm not saying all chicks that were married were traditional. I know that for a fact. But for a young man, your optimal thing is no kids. You want a chick that has no kids. You don't want to hear, you're not my dad. No, multiply that by 4 times. And then you're going to have to bang with the dude, and then Pookie and Ray, the other. And then it just gets to a big mess. Why you want to go through all that drama? But this hashtag divest, why won't they just leave? Why won't you say, all right, I'm out? You want to know why? Because I'm in some Facebook groups, and even these white dudes are now starting to voice their opinion. They're like, hold up. They starting to see, hey, nah, you ain't come. I don't want you. Then what these chicks do, they call them racist. They try to twist the game because I'm in these groups with these dudes. They'll say, well, we'll go. And they're like, nah, like, we're going to Hispanic dudes. See, and that's what I mean. They're mad that guys, and if there's a video out here, somewhere on YouTube, or there's a white dude made a video about talking about how black dudes where he was from, they said he seen black people, not where he was from, but where he traveled. We were the beginnings of MGTOW. Because, yeah, we were leaving these chicks. Listen to early rap videos. Well, you'll see what we talk about. They ain't shit, this and that. They were saying they were glorifying the sexation of women or whatever. But if you listen to rap videos, that was some true shit. We were like, hey, we're doing us, we're getting out. You know, when Maxine Waters and the other chick who had her little Miss Cleo hat on and all that, they were protesting in the Senate. If you listen to them, that music, that was bringing the MGTOW. Like the dude said, white dude said, he goes, I would see black dudes go to other parties or go hang out with other women. And he said he would see black men follow them dudes. And he said they were always telling us to go. He said the black dudes would tell them, and I tell my white friends, find your happiness. If your parents, like I know all my white friends' parents, it's like all parents everywhere. I don't care what color you are. Your parents want you to be with who you looks like you. But sometimes you don't have that luxury, or sometimes you fall in love with the other person, or sometimes that's not how it works. Like my brother. I keep telling him, look, bro, I moved. So I can go anywhere, and look, man, if I'm in Boise and I was making moves with women, you know I can go damn near anywhere. Because Boise ain't big on a black population. But at the same time, I'm not an asshole. Well, to most women I am, but you know what I mean. I'm sociable. I'm not a pookie. Like I told my one friends, and I had to ditch them as my wingman. You gotta have some type of talk with you. Watch the news. Talk about something. I had to ditch a lot of my wingmen because I was doing all the talking. And like I told my last wingman, I haven't had a wingman in about 8 years now. Because I told my last one, look, if I'm doing all the talking, I'm grabbing all these numbers. And at first he didn't believe me. Till I grabbed all them numbers, and he's like, no, that was messed up. I'm like, dude, you can't just sit there and expect me to do all the work. If I'm doing all the work, I'm getting 1% of the cut. And the cut is a pussy. No, okay. Hashtag divest. These chicks think they're going to walk in and it's going to be smooth sailing. No. Janet Jackson thought that when she went to divest with the Arab dude and he made her total on, she got out quick. Halle Berry. She's saying, well, here's what happened. Whether they call him the word or not, they get mad because sometimes they get the end job involved in an argument. But I don't know the situation. Maybe she called him a crack. Neither way is not right to do it, first of all. But some of these chicks, you know how they run their mouths. And these guys are like, what's the first word they're going to use? Come on now. But back to what I was saying, look at Serena Williams. You think she acts ghetto now? Look at her. She changed her look. Halle Berry changed her look. Now she's trying to come back to the black community crying, oh, he did this. I'm like, not my problem. You picked him. And then look at the old girl from what was that show? That Tyler chick, black chick, model chick, whatever. She was off The View or whatever. She had to quit that. Well, here's why she quit. Old boy was getting alimony. The white dude she married, and so why do you think she quit? She had other shit perking, and so to ease up that alimony, that's what happened. That's another topic I might talk about, how now all these chicks are getting hit with alimony. Now they want to bitch and moan. Quality's a bitch, ain't it? But hashtag divest. They all think, like I said, they're going to get smooth sailing. Look at Meagan Good. Is that her name, the princess? Thank you. Meagan Good. Look at the queen. Man, look, if you think the queen likes that shit, you're fucking smoking crack. The queen hates that shit. And it's deeper than a lot of people want to think. But at the same time, Meagan Good didn't think this out. She's cracking, she can't handle pressure. Prince Harry's being a simp. Oh, we're going to move to Canada. I'm giving everything up. Yeah, right. If you really want to give everything up, you would announce that you don't want any money. You guys will live like regular schmucks. Get out of here. But she married him, and she said, I can't take the pressure. She's whining and crying. Again, it was all fun and games when you had all them cameras on. You had that dress on in Buckingham Palace. Now the shit hits the fan, you know how they really feel about you. Oh, I can't take the pressure. No. It's the way it is. Here's what you should have thought about it. They didn't like Diana, Princess Diana. And the minute she married Dodie, she had a quote-unquote accent all of a sudden. They didn't like Princess Fergie because she was Scottish. She was Scottish or, what's the other one? Scotland. What's the other one? I'll come back to it. Scotland and there's the other one. They talk just like them. But back to what I'm talking about. They didn't like Fergie. It's not Dutch. Shut up. They didn't like Fergie because she was Scottish. But they're going to like you because you're a mixed African American and white guy and white, and your dad's not in the picture, and you got a single mother. So you're still fitting the how you want to say, you're still fitting the stereotype of the single mother bit. You think the Queen wants that? Now I can see if she was like a soccer player from England or a recognized actress, her family was impeccable. You don't think the Queen didn't research her? Who do you think's pulling the strings on her getting bashed in the media? Who do you think's leaking information to the media? It ain't Harry or his dad. It's the Queen. That's what you got to put up. And that's the Queen. Now, I know for a fact my friends' moms are just like that with their sons, and they're overprotective, and you can't blame them. Look, my mom doesn't want some loudmouth woman marrying me. And I know I did, but that was, woohoo, that's another video. But it don't matter what color, you want no loudmouth woman. You want somebody who you compliment you. But the black women have a stigma. And the stereotype for black women is watch Family Guy. That is what 90% of the white folks think of black women. Now, is it true? No. Does it happen a lot? Yeah, why? Because a lot of black women won't stand up. And I don't blame them, because the ones that do, and I'm going to give you guys a secret, there's a lot of black women who stand up. They get called pick-me's, they get drowned out. But, like, if I say something, I hate black women all of a sudden. Like the obesity thing. I tell both people, men and women, they need to lose weight. Well, I'm healthy. Just because I'm fat don't mean I'm not healthy. I don't even have a rebuttal for that one. I'm like, okay. But hashtag divest. My point, and I want to end it here. If you want to go, go. I don't care. My nieces married to white guys, Puerto Ricans. I don't care. If he makes you happy, go. But don't sit here and expect me to, pull a protest because you're talking about how you're going to leave if this, and this. Don't go away like what? I'm gonna use a Motley Crue line. Girl, don't go away mad. Girl, just go away. This has been Mayor Goonberg, and this has been the Goonberg Report.